Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I have a real cool video today. I'm going to take these wine bottle tops that are left over from the previous video where I cut wine bottles in half to make cups and go over to the lathe and turn this base. This cool little base holds a variety of candles, from the ones in glass jars to just the plain wax ones and the tea candles, of course. And when you add these two together, you end up with this nice little candle holder. Hey guys, quick tip on drilling. Now, a normal drill bit like this has these two cutting surfaces. It would be poorly suited for this application because it would want to wiggle around, it would not hit dead on center, and then it would try to walk along the part. It would make a very sloppy hole and it might break my bit. What I've used before are brad point bits, which have that tip, that kind of pilot tip, and then those two wings. The two wings take just a little bit at a time, and they can usually be coaxed to cut pretty straight on this edge, but they can still kind of grab and then walk. What works the best is actually a carbide end mill. Carbide end mills have steeper flutes. They're less likely to walk because of that. Additionally, these flutes are cutting surfaces, so they're very sharp. Also, there's usually multiple cutters on the tip, which will take small bites. These have a tendency to drill straight without walking. Now, this is the one that I use to drill this hole. It's a 1/4-inch carbide end mill. One last thing about carbide. Carbide is incredibly stiff. It's very tough as well. But because of that stiffness, this is very hard to bend. If I were to take it and try to bend it, it would not bend, it would probably snap. In fact, if this end mill was high-speed steel, like a regular drill bit, it would be quite flexible. And that is part of the problem with drilling on this edge. If that tip is allowed to flex and move around, it will grab and not do what you want it to do. In fact, it can get pretty rowdy. My arm is blocking the view, but in this step, I am cleaning up the inside of the large bore hole where the drill bit popped through and cutting a slight cove between the small and large bore hole. A few sprays of water is essential to getting a good brand on end grain. End grain, more than face grain, will take on heat and lose moisture very quickly. That quick loss of moisture will cause it to crack, and you'll get some surface checks, just like this piece right here. It also will show up on glue lines. So by spraying it, within 5 seconds of removing the branding iron, you can trap all that moisture and prevent it from cracking. I just finished up everything with 2 coats of True Oil and then a little bit of wood wax. It ends up being very smooth to the touch and has a very attractive finish. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time.